This is my Feedoo D2S pedal electric bicycle. It has a 250 watt rear hub motor with a 6-speed Shimano gear set attached. The freewheel in the Shimano gear set has developed quite a lot of play. It clicks as you pedal along. As you can see there, I've got excessive play on the bearing of the freewheel. The freewheel's inside the 6-speed gear cluster, and it's wobbling and clicking as I drive along. So I do have a new Shimano 6-speed gear cluster to go on with the freewheel. This is the freewheel part here, and this one doesn't wobble. Well, I've taken out the controller from the rear half of the frame. Got to get these connectors off. These are the 3 power wires to the rear motor, and then the various sense wires. They all go down one cable up through the bottom, then runs along the bottom of the swing arm, and then goes into the centre of the hub motor. But I need to disconnect this cable so that I can get the gear cluster off. It has to slide along this cable, which probably means I have to de-pin these connectors so that I can get the new gear on. Well, it might be big enough. It'll fit, it'll go through the centre, we're alright. I won't need to de-pin those. That's useful. Handy I had a spare one of these. And that's the special tool for removing it. It goes into the slots in there. However, that might be a problem because that hole won't slip over that. So I may have to de-pin these connectors so that I can slide this right down the cable. So the next thing I need to do is take the hub off and take the chain off. There's a nut on this side and a nut on that side. I should be able to drop it out of the frame and take the chain off. Well, that's the rear wheel off, complete with the disc. So yeah, as you can see, that is definitely on the worn side. Shouldn't do that. Which this has been, this cable's also been chafing because this metal sleeve had slid out of there, which is supposed to protect it from the sharp edges. It doesn't seem to be right through yet. Maybe just see a wee bit of copper there. I'll put some liquid rubber on that before I reassemble it. What we've got there, plain washer. Let's see if I can hold that. Put a flat on there. I'm wondering if I could just slit this down to that diameter, the inner diameter, so I could slide it over the cable. In fact, it doesn't need to be that diameter because just need to get it over that cable. Yeah, I think I'll cut a section out of that to the outer diameter of that cable, kind of slip it on and then get that inside to grip the teeth, and I should be able to undo it. Right, I'll go and get a hacksaw, I think. Right, I cut a slot in it and opened up the hole in the end a bit, so it now slots over the cable, slides over the spindle and goes into the grooves. So now I need to see if I can unscrew this off the rest of the hub. Just jumping round. Yeah. It wants to jump. Have to drive a wedge in there. Right. I managed to put a wedge in there and get it to unscrew. Back in there, yeah, it's unscrewing. Should be able to get the cable out now. Assume the nut goes through. There we go. After all that, the nut won't go through. It's close. I could just grind it down a wee bit and it'll drop through. I can slot that, that's not a problem. I really don't want to de-pin this connector. I think that's the only one that won't go through. Yes, I really don't want to de-pin that connector. So, looking at this connector, the side with the arm on it has got black at the top, red at the bottom. On the opposite side, we've got blue at the top, green in the middle, yellow at the bottom. Remember that now. Right, that's connector deepened. See what we can get out through this hole. Try and get the sensor wires out first. So sensor wires out. What makes you think they're not going through? So close. So close to breaking. Well, I found after all you just pull them off. Right, that's a nut off. Trying to cross thread it. Give it a gentle tap. Oh yes, that's a lot better. Should keep that spring in there. Right, so I need to drop it back in the bike now. That'll be fun. I'll just repin this before I forget. Right. We said that way up it was, what was it? Black, red thingy, what's it? Thingy. I'll need to go and review. Right, I've got the pins back in. I'll just reapply some hot melt glue to the centre of that, which was providing some strain relief originally. Right, just need to drop the wheel back into the frame now. I'll link here to a YouTube video by Park Tool. It's on how to adjust the rear derailleur, how to set up the limit screws and the indexing. It's the best video I've found on the subject.